Good morning. Welcome to Boas and Balls. I'm Brent, and we're back for another chat. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but I guess it would be a good time to pull out a snake. We'll take Duchess out. She's a shed. She's a clown. Het pied. Oh, let's see her. I like everybody see my snake's reactions. I go in. Oh, see, she's moving a little bit. She's a little shy. She's kind of a shy girl. We're going to take some balls out first, and then I'll have some boas out. So for anybody that here wants to see boas, just skip the beginning here. Because we'll take probably three balls out. And I fed a bunch. I fed 14 snakes last night. It was a big Monday for me. So, and tomorrow night we got another food night tomorrow night, another 9. So I'm getting down on who I can actually take out and hold. But anyway, let's just. Ooh, I don't want to do that. This tripod's got so many buttons and switches and all that. Yeah. So anyway, I figured I would just sit here and talk about why I think snakes make good pets. And we're going to talk about the ease of care, how easy they are to care for, right down to probably how chill they are. But if everybody could do me a favor right now, if you could like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. That's how I'm going to build this channel. I do not use hashtags. I don't tag. I built my Instagram channel the same way. I didn't use any hashtags or nothing. And I got almost 5,000 followers on Instagram. So if I could get a few of you to like and subscribe this, that's all I ask, is if you could like and subscribe, and maybe every once in a while leave a simple comment, even if it's just saying hi. I would appreciate that, because that's how I'm going to build this channel here, is by my subscribers advertising for me. And all I ask is that you like and subscribe. That's it. I don't ask you to, I'm not asking for actual, anybody to promote me other than a like and subscribe. And, in the occasional comment would be nice, even if it's just you saying hello, And I did say this girl is a shy girl, but you can see she's not shy to the point where she's head shy. And she's always been a little shy since we've gotten her. I don't take her out a whole lot, just to make sure not to stress her, because she is one of those that, she doesn't want to be out for, 20 minutes. I could have her out for 20 minutes, but I don't like to do that with her. But she's never been an issue. She still never has hissed, ever. Like I said, most of my snakes, I've never even heard a hiss out of them, ever. And let me clarify. I've had boas, ball pythons for 4 years. And it'll be 5 years coming up next April. And I've had boas for a little over 3. So, I look back, because I don't want to give any bad information here, or wrong information, I should say. But this is Duchess, and she is a clown het pied. She was my most expensive snake that I bought in the very beginning. And this is when I actually decided that I was probably going to try the breeding thing. And she did give me babies. She gave me 8 eggs. Her first clutch. I haven't bred her again since, but she gave me 8 eggs, and 4 were slugs, and 4 good ones. But all the good babies, all the good eggs, only gave me a clown 66% Heifer pied. I didn't get any clown pieds out of that clutch. I was hoping, because that's, you know, back when I first got into this, I mean, clown pieds were going for, you know, $3,000 or more. So I was gonna try to get into that, because she's, you know, that would have set me up with racks and you know, all the good stuff to put back into these guys. It wasn't because, oh, I wanted that big money. I wanted big money to put back into my snakes. That was it. But oh well, it didn't happen. Only got clown 66% Heifer pied. And as you can see, she's a sweetheart. It's winter here, and it's depressing. I really hate winter. I really, really do. The only thing I really like is animals and, you know, riding motorcycles in the summertime. That's pretty much what I like to do in the wintertime here. There's no riding in 30 below and 4-foot snowbanks. And I'm just trying to show her off. This is Duchess. And she is a good girl. A really good girl. A really, really good girl. Let's try to get some of her colors for you. Some of her pattern. We'll pull Feisty out. I know everybody's seen her, but she's in shed and she is so dark. She looks really pretty because she's not always dark like that. But this is Duchess, and we'll put Duchess back, and then we'll pull Feisty out for a quick second. Just because I do want to show how beautiful she is. See how shy she is. Going away nice and slow. Thank you for all the new followers, all the new subscribers. We really do appreciate that here. Because this channel is all going to get built on subscribers and followers. Hi, girl. This is Feisty. Let's see how dark she is. How dark she is. Let me turn the camera down. Maybe you can see better. Her eyes just came out of blue. So that's why her eyes aren't blue. She's gonna shed next. But look how dark she is. And I'll show you, she's so much lighter than this. She is so pretty. Both ways. I mean, she's gorgeous looking in shed. Here's my girl. She does. She's got a great head stamp. If I can get it in here. Contortionist. Looks like a dancing bear, a Grateful Dead dancing bear. But you see how pretty she is. And see, oops, maybe I can show you. See her belly's pink? See, she's gonna shed in the next couple days. Like I said, her eyes just came out of blue. Just came out of blue. This is Feisty. She's the first snake to give me my bite. First bite ever. Lots of you have heard that. But for any new subscribers that don't know, she was the first one to give me a bite. And it was when I first got her. You know, it was like 2 or 3 days after her unboxing. And she got shipped in the mail. And she just gave me a defensive bite. It was a quick strike, and she's never done it since. She's never hissed. Head stamp in there. Ooh. See how nice and relaxed she is. This is another reason why I think snakes are make awesome pets. Because honestly, they're not vicious and malicious and all that we see on TV and what they think makes good TV. All right, makes a great horror movie, I guess, for somebody that's scared of snakes. But anybody like me now that's not scared of them anymore, I just find it ridiculous, all the snake movies now. You know, the snakes are like the total opposite. They'd rather get away from us than put up a fight. You know, and 9 times out of 10, if anybody gets bit, and the people that have snakes will tell you, most of the time it's a food response, and that people just don't pick up on it in time, and it's until it's too late and the snake's got them. You know, but that's not why. It's a food response. They're not just being malicious and vicious and all that. And then there's the defensive strike. And the defensive strike, to me, is real easy to be able to see what that is. Because what you're going to see is you're going to see a snake just sitting there holding still, and it's going to be staring at you in the face. No tongue flickers, and it'll have that little S posture, and it'll have that a little bit of head tilt upwards. And that's what a defensive strike looks like before it happens. And a defensive strike is going to be a quick boom, and that's it. That's a defensive strike. A food strike is different. They're going to grab you and they're going to wrap, and they're going to act like they're trying to eat you. But it's a food response, and it's normally when they know they're going to be fed during that, during that evening or something, or in the evening. I've never had a food strike in the morning or during the day, because I always feed at 8:30 or after at night, when that's their normal. Ball pythons eat at night normally, so I feed mine 8:30 to 9 o'clock. And but you see, this is her full blown shed, shed. And like I said, it'll be next day or two, she'll actually shed out. So, and you see her temperament. Everybody goes, oh, they get so stressed. Some I agree, do get really stressed. Even if her eyes were totally in blue, she wouldn't care. Well, she's just sitting there in my hands. She would not care, because my snakes have never had a reason to be defensive. I've never gave them a reason to be defensive. In the beginning, I didn't hold them when they were babies. I didn't hold them for very long. I'd just take them out for 5-10 minutes, and then I'd put them away. And if they acted really stressed, I put them away before they got overly stressed. Always end on a good note. Can never stress that enough when it comes to animals, period. Not just snakes, animals in general. Always try to end on a good note, and that way the next time that you go to interact with that animal, whether it's a dog, horse, pig, I don't care what it is, a snake, as long as you end on a good note, they're going to remember that for the next time that you're going to interact with them. And that's all I do here. I treat them with respect and love. I mean, I'll say it. This is not a black eye. It's my birthmark. It's not really a birthmark, but it happened when I was a little kid, and some of you can see it. It looks like a black eye, and you can only see it during the winter time, because normally I'm tanned right up and you don't even see it. Sunny, you want to come out and say hi to everybody? This is Sunny. She's a lavender albino. Like I said, I fed so many snakes last night. I only have a few that I can actually, I have a few that I can't even take out today, like all my babies. Now I feel like Intrepid Exotics. I'm sitting here, I can feel me sweating. And I'm not crapping on him. I'm not crapping on him. He's got lots of snakes and stuff in his room, so his room is warm. Most people's rooms are really warm. What's my room? I'm going to show you. Because I like to show people what my temps are. 73 and what, 37, 38 humidity. Oil furnace kicks on, the humidity drops in here. Drops in the whole house. I pretty much in here, you know, mist in tubs probably a couple times a day. Oh, what? You're not really into this video? You got yourself wrapped up in my chair. There we go, girl. This is Sunny. This is a girl I can hand off to anybody. My granddaughter that's 6 holds her, loves holding her. You know, big old girl that gets fed every 2 weeks. But yeah, look at how awesome these guys are. You know, these are the interactions that I have with my snakes. All of them, right down to the ones that are a little shy. You know, this girl's not shy at all. You know, not shy in the least little bit, and she's not intimidated by anything. I can hand her off to somebody that's scared and it wouldn't affect her a bit, because she's not even trying to pick up on that, you know what I mean? Because she doesn't have a care. It's just not even a thought for her that, oh, you know, do I need to go and worry about this person? Nope. She's really awesome. She's one of my ambassador snakes, for sure. I mean, most of mine are, though. I mean, 90% of mine are ambassador snakes. Duchess would be fine, too. As long as somebody, you know, isn't petrified and was willing to do the hand over hand with her, you know. Because she does move around a little bit. And you can see Sunny's moving around a little bit more than normal. She probably doesn't really want to be out, you know. But does she care? Not to the point where it's stressing her. She's not stressed in the least. See how nice and slow she's moving? Oh, around her head. I love this. Oh, you're getting too far away. You're getting too far away, girl. Oh, see that? Not a care in the world. Nice tongue flickers. Up around my face. I really don't care. I don't have a care. This is Sunny. She is a lavender albino. And she's 5 years old. 5 years old. 2019. Yeah, most of all my ball pythons are 2019s. 2019s. I got all mine from babies, except for Cleo. Cleo was 6 years old when I got her, but all the other snakes that I have here have all been raised by me. All right, we'll put her back. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, she got the teeth. She got the chair wrapped up. Come on, girl. Let go. Let go. Let go. All right. We'll put her back, and then we'll take out a boa. We'll take out Motley. We'll take out Motley. This girl is a girl that doesn't have a hide. because most of my snakes all have hides. Whoops, sorry. That was kind of dumb, wasn't it? Most of my snakes all have hides. So, yeah, I'm going to raise this up. Because I am very proud that my snakes are pretty freaking chill. And I just dropped the F-bomb. Alright. There she is. There she is. And this, I retrade in. Just like that. She's getting ready to go into shed too. And it's just like that. I'm gonna put her tub back. Oh, weird light. Here we go. This is Motley. And I think most people have already met her. Some of you might not have met her yet. This is Motley. And she is a Motley, 100% het T positive, 100% het for leopard. And she's really a sweetheart. And I messed my thing up. I messed my camera angle up because I dropped the wrong one. I really like to show her tail. Not really showing how orange it is, but I think a lot of it's because she's getting ready to go into shed. I really wish that would come out, but I don't think it's gonna because she's going into shed though. Alright, so we already got into one of the reasons I like snakes is because of they are pretty chill, and the care, it is so easy to care for these guys. They eat, you know, in the beginning when the babies, they eat once a week, every 5 to 7 days. They don't normally go to the bathroom but 2 to 3 days after they've eaten, and they might go once or twice again in between their next feeding. But that's about it. Most of mine only go pee, you know, once or twice in between meals. And I mean, it's really easy to care for these guys. She's not worried in the least. She is super chill, you know, handled a lot since I've had her. You know, she's actually gotten to the point now when I open up her tub, she comes to me. And I love that. I love the fact that when I open my tubs up, my snakes actually come out and act like they want to come, you know, say hello, you know, hang out. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing, girl? You gonna come see me? She's a nose bopper. You know, I don't worry about her around my face. You know, I wouldn't recommend everybody to do this with their boas, but I know my boas. I know what they'll tolerate, and they pretty much tolerate anything that I'll throw at them, because I don't really mess with them. As you can see, you know, I pretty much sit here and I'm just the tree. I try to keep them out of mischief, but you see her, look at her, just sitting here. You know, I've seen lots of boa videos, and most boas are, you know, constantly moving and all that, and my boas don't really do that. My boas kind of act like my ball pythons. I mean, they all move a little bit, but none are like real runny or anything like that. You know, can you see all the loose skin on her neck? You see it right there. She's going to shed in the next couple days. I don't think that she's gone into blue yet. I think she's gonna go into blue. I don't think she's come out of blue. But she is really pretty. See, she's got nice racing stripes down her back. And she's got a nice pattern on her sides. Here, girl, I want to show you belly. Let's show you belly. She's got a beautiful orange, super orange belly. Yeah, orange, pink. See, she's going into shed. That's why she's kind of looking that way. See her iridescence, even though she's in shed. Oh, she's so pretty. You're such a good girl, Motley. And this girl came from the same person. I got all my boas except for one. Casa de Fuego boas. Casa de Fuego reptiles out of Florida. Awesome guy. Awesome guy. All my snakes that I've gotten from him are super chill. And that's why I kept, that's why I went back and got more after the first boa that I got. 26 minutes in, and I really didn't do anything to talk about how easy these guys are to care for, but they are super easy. And I'm a tub. If I didn't have racks, they'd still be in tubs. I started out when I had just a couple snakes. I started out in tubs, and then upgraded to racks because I got more snakes, and I like the racks. I'm not gonna crap on anybody that's not into racks. To each his own. I'm not one of them guys that's gonna be, overly opinionated when it comes to enclosures. There are plenty of snakes out there that do fine in wide open enclosures, glass enclosures, PVC enclosures. And then you got snakes that don't do well in them. They, that would do better in a rack. And that's up to the owner. I prefer my tubs, and I tell everybody, I believe that the reason, 90% of the reason that my snakes are as chill as they are is because of the way I keep them, because they're in them tubs and they feel safe. They don't feel like anybody's just going to be able to be, nobody's right there in their face. I can walk around in here and it doesn't bother anybody. They're not seeing me move around, and you can see when I open tubs up, they don't freak out. I really think they feel secure and safe in the tubs, and I think that's why my animals act the way they do. Look at her. This is a boa constrictor. Everybody says, oh, if you want a snake that moves around, get a boa. If you want a snake that just sits there, get a ball python. It depends on that snake. I don't believe that boa pythons or boas, one is more runnier than the other. I really don't, because you see, this is a boa, and you see, my ball pythons were moving around way more than she is, and she's a baby, and she's just laying here, and this is what she normally does anyway. She normally just comes out and just lays in our hand. She's another, watch a movie, sit down and hang out and not have to worry about, running after her, chasing her around. She'll just sit there, like my Dumerose boa. I take my Dumerose out, but she just ate, so. But anyway. Ah, pretty girl. Oh, pretty girl. All right, we'll put her back and we'll take somebody else out. We'll take another boa out. You gonna fight me going back, girl? You're gonna fight me going back. You are such a sweetheart. You are. You're such a sweetheart. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Okay, drop your head. Drop your head. There you go. Oh, nope. Nope. Almost. 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 We get you now. Yeah, go. Go. Come on, say. Even in the shed. Just soon be out with me. Oh. Even in the shed. I do like that. That's what makes it worth. Interactions like this is what makes it worth animals. You know, I love the interactions. I love the animal interactions, and I gotta say, for the most part, whether it's dogs, horses, cats, goats, pretty much I have the same experiences with other animals as I do with my own snakes. This girl's going in the shed, so I guess we won't be taking her out because she's actually in her hide. That's Aurora. She's in her hide too. Oh, great. You're going to be the only one that's out? Of course you are, aren't you, girl? And here we go. This is Raven, my wild caught girl. We'll see if she's going to behave. Oh, she's got her hide wrapped up. Here's Raven. I guess we'll have to take Raven out. My wild caught Diana. Hopefully she don't whack me in the face. No, she's never bitten me yet, but I say the same old every time I take her out. She could very well. I'm hoping she won't. I count on she's not gonna. But you can never know. You never can tell. I mean, they are animals. You know, all I can hope for is that I've showed her enough respect that she'll show me enough, and she's just not gonna bite me. And I'm not much on gambling. I'm not a gambler. I've always said that, but when it comes to animals, I guess I'm a pretty big gambler because when it comes to money gambling, cards, playing cards and all that, I throw my money down and watch everybody else fight over it because I'm not lucky. I'm not lucky in cards, but I'm pretty lucky in animals. And this is Raven. I know she was out in a couple videos ago because somebody said they wanted to see my wild caught Guyana and wanted to see how she acts. And this is how my wild caught Guyana acts. And I will say it again, I did not ask anybody to go and take her out of the wild. I did not know she was wild when I purchased her. I do not recommend and I do not condone anybody taking any animal from the wild and bringing it home. Now, this girl was taken out of the wild, but I did not know because I didn't ask the right questions. But, best case scenario, we have a good relationship. She'll always be well taken care of. She doesn't have to worry about defending herself. She doesn't have to worry about, you know, food, any of that she normally would in the wild. And I'm not saying that that's a good reason to take them out of the wild. I'm just saying best case scenario for her is she's not going to have any of the things to worry about that she normally would in the wild. Now, with that being said, here's Raven. And she is a beautiful girl. And you see her temperament. I've seen BCIs act more wild than this girl. Literally. And I have also seen some wild caught boas that act like them same BCIs I was just speaking of. You know, it worked out good for me. I got her from Casa de Fuego Boas, and I don't believe he knew she was captive, that she was wild caught either at the time. We kind of both found out together after the fact that she was already being shipped, and he feels the same way I do. We do not condone anybody taking any animal from the wild. But she's here now, and obviously she can't go back into the wild now. But this is my girl Raven. She is a Guyana, true red-tail boa, not just a BCI claim to be red-tail. And I don't care. You can call your BCI whatever you want, but this is a true red-tail Guyana. And yes, she's a wild caught Guyana. And you see, she lets me move around, pull my arm out. It's not a big deal. She lets me move around. She's not real head shy either. You know, the guy, Casa de Fuego, he used to pat her on her head. I'm not into doing that yet. She's about the only one I don't go and do the old thumb thing on top of her head. We're not there yet. We're not there yet with her. She's got a big old head. You can't really tell yet. And she's a good sized girl. You know, I'd say she's 4.5 foot, maybe 5. It's so hard. It's too cold to put her on the floor and let her stretch out along the wall. Because in case anybody wants to know, when it comes to measuring how long your snakes are, the best way to do it on your big snakes, you know, any snake other than a ball python. I mean, ball pythons probably might work too, but what I do is I put them on the floor and I put them over by the wall, and they'll get right over beside the wall and they'll stretch right out along the wall. And then you can go, it gives you a better way to measure them. But the floors are just too cold for me to do it this time of year. You know, so we'll wait till next summer. Next summer when it gets warmer in here, I'll put her down on the floor and let her get along the wall, and I'll get a measurement on her. But that might help somebody out there that's been wanting to measure your snake. A good way to do it is to just put them on the floor along the wall, and normally they stretch right out beside the wall. This is Raven, and she's always been pretty good. She's, you know, for a snake that I heard hiss though, and I tell you what, I really just do not ever hear it again. And I haven't heard it since the first 3 times I took her out. And I mean, it was like horror movie film like noise. It was bad. I mean, literally, when I say it made the hair on the back of my neck stand up, I mean, it did. I mean, it was vicious, ferocious sound, and it was super loud, considering she weren't but probably 3 feet long when I first got her. You know, 3.5 feet long maybe. And she sounded, she sounded like she was 8 feet long. I mean, the wife couldn't believe that I still took her out with her being in mouth wide open, and I mean looking vicious. I mean vicious, like she wanted to eat me. But I knew you got to handle them in order to gain that trust and respect, you've got to handle them. You can't just look at them and go, oh, look how beautiful they are, and feed them, and then be scared to death when you got to take them out to clean them, and then you're scared to death to put them back. And now you got to get a relationship with them, with any animal. You're gonna have any decent, good interactions with animals. You got to establish that respect and gain that respect. That's how it all works. Thank you, girl. Let me get my hand out. Thank you. But anyway, we're gonna put Raven back, and this has probably been a long enough video, and it wasn't fucking very educational or anything like that. It was just, I guess, me sitting here jawing again. But I think I showed my snakes and how chill they can be, because that's really what this channel's all about. I'm not trying to sell snakes. I really just want to sell the thought that these guys, I want to show that these guys aren't vicious and malicious like everybody, that everybody seems to think they are. I want to show the good sides of them. There's enough bad out there about them. I want to show the good. I would like to see more people get into having and taking care of snakes, because I think snakes are one of those animals that's really beneficial. I mean, no, they're not dog-like. You're not going to get the same experiences that you get out of a dog, but there's still that satisfaction when you get them to this point, that it's almost more rewarding than it is when you have a dog, because we're almost guaranteed, as long as you love them and take decent care of a dog, they're gonna love you no matter what. That's just how a dog is, But with snakes, they don't have to like us. They're not even supposed to like us. And when you get them to this point where you have awesome interactions and there's balance of respect both ways between you and that snake, there's no other better feeling than that. This is the best feeling in the world to me, is when I can take my snakes out and this is the experience that I have. And that's all I want to show. I want to share my experiences with snakes, because this is coming from somebody that was scared to death of snakes up till 5 years ago. I'm 51 years old, and I wasted most of my life away scared to death over these animals, and I really wish that I had gotten over it sooner. I really wish I had started doing research on them earlier, because like I said, I've always loved animals. I've always loved the interactions with animals, and I always was intrigued by snakes, but they scared me. And now I'm just in awe, and I am so grateful to have them, and love sharing these experiences with them. Am I enjoying it more than her? Absolutely. And I'm okay with that. But she's not miserable. She's not stressed. So this is a win-win for me. I love these interactions. Wild caught snake. Love this. Love this. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Thank you for all the new subscribers. If you can, please like and subscribe. That's how this channel's going to get built. I'm not tagging. I'm not really promoting it. I'm going to let my subscribers promote this channel, and just promoting it just by likes and subscribe and the random comment here and there, even if it's just to say, hey, how's it going? That is awesome, and we really appreciate it here. So until next time, remember, if you can't be good at it, people. Cheers.